You're going to give us your version of the story, is that it?
Yes.
And what makes you think we're going to believe anything that you have to say?
Would you just let her tell you the truth?
No, it's over. And nothing is going to change that.
I am not trying to change anything.
Good. Then why don't you leave so Rick can finish explaining to us what really happened?
But leave the baby here.
I can't do that.
You are not walking out of this house with that little baby.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Not until I tell you the truth.
This was an excellent session. You're doing very well. You should have a son get married every week.
You're saying that it's good for my health?
Definitely.
Well, I'm afraid I can't oblige you. I'm running out of children that can get married. Even Rick, my stepson's married.
Was that the one that lives in the guest house?
Yes.
Oh, he's so young.
Yeah, he is. Too young to have gotten married. They've had some rough times, but I think it's getting better.
Good.
Actually, I think it'll probably be I think everything will be fine from now on.
I'm absolutely stunned by this. I can't believe it. Are you sure?
Yes, the baby isn't Rick's. His son died.
And Amber never told him? She just took her cousin's baby?
And passed him off as her own. You know, this whole time, he was only in that marriage for that baby. And it wasn't even his.
How is Rick?
He's furious. He's brokenhearted. I mean, he loves that little boy.
Well, obviously he does. He gave up everything to take care of that baby. His freedom, his future, even his relationship with you, honey.
All because of a lie.
What happens to the child now?
Becky wants him back. That is the only reason why Amber told the truth.
Well, thank goodness for that. Otherwise, Rick would still be in the dark.
He would have gone his whole life trapped in that marriage.
So he's definitely ending it.
I was there when he threw her out.
Well, if she is the self-protective young lady I think she is, she will get out of town as quickly as possible. She won't want to be anywhere near the Forrester family when they find out about this.
I don't want you here.
But you need me. You shouldn't have to do this, Rick. It isn't your responsibility.
Amber, I don't think you realize what you're...
Yes, I do. I know exactly what will happen. But I deserve it.
You got that right. Fine, go ahead.
It's about the baby.
Oh my God, what's wrong with the baby?
Nothing. He's all right.
Give him to me.
No, don't, please.
I need to know that my grandson is all right.
He isn't your grandson.
Talking about an ordinary child here. We are talking about Eric Forrester III, the heir to the mighty Forrester dynasty. I can only imagine how much Eric cared about that child.
Brooke, too. They all fell in love with him.
And now he's just going to vanish from all of their lives forever?
Well, no, I mean, Becky can't really do that, can she?
Well, honey, yes, she can. The Forresters really have no claim on him. She's his mother. She can take him anywhere she wants, out of the country.
Well, Rick wouldn't be able to stand that.
He may have no choice.
You know, how could Amber do this to him? I mean, he was nothing but decent and kind to her.
Well, honey, I think you've just answered your own question. A girl like Amber, brought up the way she wasn't exposed to much decency and kindness. So maybe we shouldn't be surprised that once she found it, she was desperate to hold on to it.
I don't know, Red. It's really no excuse.
Of course, I know that. But I wouldn't worry. I think that little girl is going to get exactly what's coming to her times 10. When I think about how the Forrester family is going to react to this, it almost makes me feel sorry for Amber.
It's true.
She's lying. The marriage is over, so she wants to keep the baby away from her.
He's not my son. It was a scam. This was her big secret.
How did you find out? I told him in Venice.
Who's the father? Do you know?
It's not her son either.
But then whose? You gave up your baby for adoption. Oh my God. This is your child. Yes. Amber, what did you do with your baby? Where is he?
He died. What? He was stillborn.
Oh, my God. And so the two of you...
Becky didn't know anything about it.
Oh, how could she not?
Please, just let her finish explaining.
The day after our son died, Becky's baby was born. But she was broke and alone, and she didn't think that she could take care of him. So she told the midwife to give him up for adoption. And that's what she thought happened. The midwife stopped at our trailer first, and when my mom saw the baby, she
what?
She decided.
She decided you're gonna blame all this on your mother?
No. Yes. It was Aunt Tawny's idea. Amber was out of her mind. She didn't know what she was doing. She knew. Amber, tell them what your mother said to you. She practically forced her into it.
It doesn't matter. I knew it was wrong. I should have said no. I did say no. All the way back here, I kept telling her I couldn't do it. But then, when I saw Rick at the door, you were so happy. And you saw that baby. And I didn't know how to tell you that our baby was gone. So I lied. I lied.
Here's your purse.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's your hat. What's your hurry?
Stand up.
I want to show you something. Speaking of my stepson, Rick, I want to show you my little step-grandson,
Oh.
his child.
What a cutie.
I know. He's so smart, too. They've been gone on vacation, so I haven't seen him for a while, but they're due to come home soon.
Oh, then you'll have the whole family together again. Oh,
Yep, I can't wait.
you
I can't wait. You know, to look at me, you probably wouldn't guess it. But this is the happiest time of my life.
Well, you know, I say you're doing great.
Thank you.
Hey, what do you say we get you home to that family of yours?
Okay.
For you?
Thank you.
Welcome, okay.
Yep.
Oh, well, I don't think you need me.
Probably not.
Okay. You've said what you came to say. Let's give him some time.
No, you two stay put. You stay right where you are.
I'm so sorry.
I am so sorry for what I put you guys through.
What you put us through?
I should have listened to you.
Son, there is no way you could have possibly known.
No, you did. You told me that Amber was lying.
I know, but I never imagined anything like this. Honey, this is not your fault. Don't blame yourself, okay? Everything's gonna be all right. You must be going through hell right now.
He's not mine, but I still love him.
Of course you do. We all do.
We will make certain that he's all right.
You won't have to worry about that. Becky's taking him back with her to Paris.
No.
It's where he belongs.
She gave him up.
I had nothing to give him, and now I do. Thanks to your kindness, I have a job and the confidence to
And
know.
this is how you repay us? By tricking my son into thinking he has his own baby.
Eric, Becky was a victim in this, as much as Rick was and the rest of us.
Rick, I'm so sorry that I didn't tell you the truth. But I thought that I was doing what was right for my son, and so did Amber. She hated lying to you. She was afraid of what would happen if she didn't. That he would lose his future and his family. You may not believe this, but that is the only reason she kept this secret as long as she did.
You're right, Becky. I don't believe it. Not for a second. I don't feel sorry for Amber, not one bit. Especially knowing what Rick was going through. I mean, married to a woman at 17 that he didn't even love. I mean, could you imagine seeing your life stretched out maybe 70 years to a woman you can't trust?
Even worse when you're in love with someone else.
She made him feel so guilty. The whole time she acted like the perfect little devoted wife. I mean, how could he possibly do this to her? She actually made him hate himself for caring about me.
And that put a lot of pressure on you.
You know, it makes me so angry. When I think about all the times she tracked me down and she attacked me. I mean, she called me home wrecker when her home was based on lies.
But it's over now.
No, it's not over. That's the thing. I mean, if this was just Amber we were talking about, he could move on. But it's not. This involves a baby he loves like a son, little Eric. I mean, think about it, Father. If a year after Macy and I were born, someone told you we weren't your real daughters, would you love us less? I mean, how is Rick going to deal with that? Knowing that he has no control over his son's future. And his family feels the same way, and it's all Amber's fault. No matter what happens to her, if she goes to jail or not, it is never going to erase what she did to him.
I'm not so sure they're going to go after her. I mean, they may just want to sweep everything under the rug.
Adam, I think you're wrong about that. You've got to realize the magnitude of this situation. Amber deliberately deceived the mighty Forresters. She made them all look like fools. And what is worse, she coldly betrayed one of their own. You can believe me when I tell you nobody, absolutely nobody, gets away with that.
Go ahead. I'm ready. Yell at me, take my head off. I know how you feel.
I don't think you do, Amber. How could you? You've never loved anybody except for yourself.
That isn't true.
I love my son more than anything in this world. Do you understand that? And I would do anything to make him happy. And I had to stand by and watch you make him miserable.
You took away any dream that he ever had, and I hate you for that.
I didn't mean to hurt him.
You didn't care, Amber, as long as you got what you wanted.
No, that isn't how it was. I thought that we both...
Both what?
I was wrong. You told her that you loved her.
Yeah, but I also said no baby, no marriage, and she knew that.
You used this baby. You used this baby as bait.
You forced Rick into giving up anything that he ever wanted, didn't you? Coming between him and his family. Coming between him and the girl that he loves, Kimberly. But none of that bothered you. You just wanted to be Mrs. Rick Forster. And to hell with anything that got in your way. Rick is too young? No problem. Just get pregnant. The baby dies? No problem. You'll get a new one.
No, don't say that! I love my baby, and when he died, I wanted to go with him. You think that this was easy for me? It wasn't. I saw Becky's baby in Rick's arms and I wanted to scream. It should have been ours. None of you knew what I was going through that night. If you did, you wouldn't have cared. You would have just been glad to be rid of me. And the only person I could talk to was my mother.
You should have talked to me.
I should have, but I didn't. My mother told me to lie, and I did it. And I have hated myself for it ever since. I was trapped, too.
Oh, my God, you see yourself as a victim here?
No, I didn't know what to do.
You tell the truth. Amber, you've had a year to tell the truth here.
And then what would have happened to him?
As if you really care.
I do care! You don't think that I could. You don't even think that I'm human, but I am. All of the things you said about Rick, the way you feel, that is the way I feel about this baby. And all of the love that I was gonna give my son, I gave to him, and he was a Forrester because of me, and he had a daddy who loved him and a family who would always be there for him. I never had that.
Oh, shut up, Amber. You think any of us are buying this? That child is your meal ticket. And it's the one decent thing that you brought into this family. But now we find out that even that is a lie.
Have you even heard what you're saying here? Everything you say is an excuse. You don't even get it. You stole 2 years of my son's life. You turned this family upside down. Well, it's over. Thank God it's over, and it's the one bright light in this whole sordid mess. We're getting rid of you. Now you take your things, and you get the hell off my property. I never want to see your face again.
I want to talk to Stephanie.
You stay the hell away from my wife.
She was good to me.
You go anywhere near anybody in my family, and I will see your butt in jail. Now get out!
Come on, Amber. Let's go.
Hi, you're back.
You're walking.
That's my surprise for you.
Come in, darling.
Thank you, honey. Well, there's my beautiful baby. And Becky, I had no idea you were coming in from Paris. Well, this is wonderful. We'll have a chance to visit. Say, what's going on? Are you having a party without me?
Actually, Amber was just leaving.
No, not yet.
No, she has to.
Why? What's wrong?
I'll tell you all about it later.
No, tell me now. I want to know what's going on. Amber? What is it, honey? What's the matter?